Tinago. In the local tongue, it means hidden. But in Dumaguete, Barangay Tinago is not hidden at all. It is watched, wanted, and threatened. In Tinago, the day begins with the tide. Salted air, worn boats, weathered hands. This is how life has always been. But the sea's old song is fading. In its place, the grinding of machines and the slow crawl of concrete.
This is not just about a construction project. It's about people. About families who only received a week's notice before their homes were supposedly bulldozed. It's about fisherfolk who now spend more to reach the sea and with no promise of a catch.
On one December afternoon, students, faculty, and alumni of Silliman University gathered in a silent protest. A silent protest painted in placards aimed at one man, Mayor Felipe Antonio Remollo, newly appointed to the university's Board of Trustees. But before their cries could grow louder, Remollo withdrew. His resignation struck many as a victory, but for others, the silence that followed marked a different kind of loss, because the deeper issue remained untouched: the demand for transparency.
Yun natin yung lugar, while not dislocating them, by relocating them, mas maayo pa kay naana sila, pag ma-relocate ni sila, naana sila ay gitawag og tenurial contract with the government. Lease ba o sale ba? Na sila kontrata, they no longer would be considered informal settlers or squatters. Di ba kaganahan nga for the first time in 40 years na kay kontrata sa gobyerno nga legitimate ay imong pagpuyo sa lugar. Alright. Daghantag kabalhinan. For the first 25 houses, naanapod tayo agreement with the NHA nga naay po'y 30 ka vacant lots dito sa Kadawinunan. That's one available. What's one block of 30 lots? Dagko ra ba yung kayong cuts? Tag 100 square meters kada usa. Temporarily, pwede sila natunggaman dito mga mapuy-an. Kay ang target yun nato, kitong mga blighted area man dako-dako man tong area sa Plains View, subdivision dito sa Bahumpandan, Banilan. Magkamata, ako mismo karon, I will make this public already, nga we have already coordinated with DSUD, Department of Socialized Housing, Pag-ibig, NHA, para to save in space, kay gamay raman ang luna sa Dumaguete, ang land area, tenement nga housing or condominium type, 3 to 4 stories. Unya, ready na ang kanang Plains View diha sa Banilad, Bahumpandan area. Dool na po sa atong government center, dool na sa Norso, it's only 5, at the most 5 kilometers away from the city hall or from Tinago. So, in other words, dili kayo layo.
My name is Alba Lunga, Barangay Captain of Poblacion 1, Tinago, no? Dili jud ko ganahan sa ilang gipamaagi nga ang squatter area, gitawag nila squatter area, kanang sa baybay, nga ilang i-relocate ang mga tao dinha nga wala pa sila'y kabalhinan. Murag, wala pa sila'y nahimo nga masik-o sa kabalay para balhinon ang mga lumulupyo dinha. So, meaning, kung imo silang bungkagon, imo silang buldoso nila, asaman matulog, asaman mo pasilong ang katawhan nga imong gibungkuha ag balay. Muna ang una na kong pangutana nga gi-files na ko na. Kaduha, istorya nila naa na daw balay dito sa Banilad, Plainview, sa nang ilang gitawag na Plainview man na one nga relocation site nga area nga ma-relocate dito ibalhin dito. So wala pa may masig usa ka poste. So karon gitagalan mi hato og mga 1 week papawaon na balay da kay ilang gamito na ang area. himuon nila o bleacher patong unang bleacher. Something mga 40 ka household diha nga makuha. Karon, asa man sila papuyon kung mabungkag na aning panimalay. Di ba? Muna akong pangutana una nga nila. Kung naanay balay dito, tingali ka na, depende po og mobalhin ba ang taga dinha kay wala pa ko matawo, naana na sila dinha. No? So, ug ako silang tugutan ana ang Mayor Administration EP akong tugutan siya nga kung gagon ang mga tawo, asa man kariswa ka matawo ako, ari sila nako, ari sila asa na may matulog kap. Oh. Ari sila nako tanan, asa naman ini tugot man ka. So, ako goy unang nibalabag ana nga dili ko la ko ni perma sa tanan nga agreement ana.
Ako si Edwin Duran, usa ka President Fisher Fox Eding Barangay Tinago, ang mga Lambatipas Barangay Tinago Fisherman Association. Ningon sila nga ay mugtuan ng balhinon mo. Nasampulan na gamihan ng kanang City Health nga tuwas. Tuwas talay gibuta ang City Health ana pong maluoy kami mga estudyante. Bis dahang kay mga estudyante ning Tinago ug sa Kalindagan. O sa Tinago ra, lami ta dito nara sa City Central. Iyang gibalhin. Ang problema na mo ginikanan kay ito na po sita din eh. Nya ang salakyan, may puro na salakyan, wala man pod. Muna problema niya, minsan wala gibalhin. Usa na ng eskwela elementary, nya og tarong ba siya, abogado man na siya, og tarong ba siya, mo open forum siya sa mga ginikanan sa mga bata, nga pwede ba atong balhinon ning kuan kay gamiton ng City Hall, ana. Wala man, di tara magkuan.
My name is Eduardo Ire, Barangay Kagawad of Poblacion 1, the Chairman Committee on Fishery and Industry and Electrical Engineering. Ilan na naging propose nga na among kabalinan, relocation. Na may nagigit lunaan sa may Banilad, ilang mga nag-relocation Banilad. Wala, pabalihan mo ito rin. Ako kung munagat, kaluloy. Unsa sa bukid, patrabuo mo la siyudad. Managat mo na skill. Ibalo na mo, mason o mga panday.
For the people of Tinago, the sea has always been generous. Each wave once carried promise of food, income, and life. But now, that promise feels more like a gamble.
Naka-epekto sa mga panginabuhi mo sa uwan, panang pangita na mo kan panagat. Eh, wala pa ni siya dire. May taong ang among ko ang usadan ang among problemahan kanang among salakyanan dili mi makapanagat og usara may mutong wala ni kay pwede ba no maguyod ang kuanya balas ra pod ya kani ug ambo ning guyoron siguro madaot ang gawa ang kuas iya sa sakayan sa ilalom kay tatong guyod kay simento naman muna usa ka problema man namo dire. Mas ubay-ubay itong sa una kontra karon. Okay. Dali ra kami makakuha no, nga nang na example ang isda ang nigawas ang isda galak. Dali man maguyod ang mong salakyan, makuha ng mga isda kay ari mas daplin. Ya karon tanang layo na dili na makuha namo. Ning problema na mo pod.
Ang kaning Pantawan unog dos sa Boulevard. Ilang gigaman og shoreline protection, the beautification nila. Kay para shoreline, dipisahan ni mga lumulupis Tinago, para shoreline, ang balo di na mo lapaw. Katong sa Smart City, wag ito madayon kay napugkan mo to. Ay lang giwa lang kaning shoreline protection. Di karong giplapdan man nila, di man yung shoreline protection diri rata. Akara rasibo ilang dipisahan. Makaluy ang mga nagat. Ilang gipalapdan. Diferensya kay yun. Dako gikuan gid hasol kay ang mga nagat. Dili sila katarog panagat kay ug walay tawo bubayo sa bangka, di ba sila kalawd. Anang mo aswat ug maduha tulura nya ug bangka kinalam nagwalo. Yung sakayan alang duha ug ikarap pa sa managat di ka panagat kay layo magay area kalawgan.
Ang angyon ni shoreline protection ra nga gikan sa seawall kani mga 5 ka dupa pwede siya patasan ipa-wave para bala ug matimog ang balod paghapak mobalik ra pud sa kuan dili mo angkas ba nya kay wala man sa ni kuan ang yang gibuhat kuan man kining ning reclamation man. Ni against mi atong noto 174. Wala sa kakuha ato kay daghang mi against ato usa po ang ga support na ang Siliman pod. Nasyonal di wala sa kakuan. Ang iyang gibuhat kay wala man sa nakabuhat sa lawod. Diri sa dapi ni kuha. 174 lang gyapon ning taasa kay sugdan mo sa pang kawasa. Usap man nakapikton was pangita na mo. Wala naman ang imbis ang isda gikag lawod imbis mari diri ana dili na kay musangko naman diya mobalik mo sa lawod. Ini sugod pag reclaim po dani. Ikapi daghan na kay nang hapla ako kadua kon hapla diya sa rampa diya. Ubang mga kauban ako bali nang hapla na diya. Anong pag nang nay rampa alagian na mo. Daghan na po mga managat po nga ni ukan magpanagat kay kanang alagian lisod. Manrabaho na mag-construction ng uban kay parang makuan. Nasalbar po sila ang pamilya. Kaya mo manggihangin ana parang masay na may alagian kanay wadang diha unta ka na. Parang ang kaso og na mga dao tempo magbaha inigdunggo na mo dili pag maigo. Ug matimog pod di po makuan media kay anak labay raman. Nawa gud anong baling na mo nang kuan. Nagatrabaho diya. Lagi dikta ra gud si padayon dito misto mi kita grampa ni lagian.
Kini ilang giingon bitaw ron. Ngadto ni Agi nga di mag-unsa mo dang wa may isda daw ang dagat din nga. Bago pa lang mga 3 weeks ago, na ay nakakuha diya usa ka tulinada. Gi-post dito, dagang nag-comment nyo nga. Ingon walay isda ang tinago. Sobra kadaghan ang nakuha. How much more kung wala nila gamidina o protection katong mga bala to bang dagkong balo din na mas modaghan pang isda mo padaplin kay taas pa kayo ang baybayon no ana wa may baybayon pero taas kayo ilang gihimo nga shoreline protection pero okay man po na pero taas sa gyud kaayo og na diri to lapit mas modaghan pang isda nga modag sa ato ali sa tinago pero kanang ilang istorya nga walay isda ang tinago tingali natuk-an at tingali ang istorya na kay nakita naman pag-post dinha gahagpatanay mga lamugan dagkong isda diya mismo sa baybayon kakuha og usa ka tulinada ana kadaghan gipaposto nila gipost daghan natong nag-ingon nga ingon asa naman tong gaingon nga walay isda ang tinago 2 times na hitabo nga ana pila ka bangka ang isda nakuha no asa naman ang ilang gaingon walay isda naaman lagi so gikan na ilang una para lang makamit nila ilang gusto nga kuhaon ang kabalayan din na. Mo na purposes. Pero ang tinuod lang, kabalo jud na silang na isda, butabungol lang na sila. Okay? Mao na hinungdan nga mingon silang wala isda ang tinago, never daghang kayong isda.
Ang istorya ni Mayor Remulyo wala man kuno isda ni Dumaguete. Kamo na iyang gi-reclaim. Pero diri mi kakuwag bada kuha ng mga mamsa diri. Diri ni kakuha migdang isda. Dagat ni diri.
In the heart of Tinago and Barangay Poblacion 1, the coast has long been home to fisher folk, families who've lived by and lived from the sea for generations. But this connection is being slowly buried under concrete and fill. What's labeled as shoreline protection is in reality a reclamation project, expanding land outward, covering the very waters these communities depend on.
I'm Gary Rosales. I've been an advocate publicly since 2011, but then starting with environmental projects like regular coastal cleanups, the Reef Dome project, if you know that one, and then a little bit of mangrove propagation and planting, and then I was also involved in the zero waste management at barangay level. It is true that we are now reducing the area wherein fisher folks can fish and glean, no? And we are also now depriving the turtles a nesting area, because this is really one of the things that I ask Tinago folks, no? Because we've been noticing that there's a lot of turtle that is going near the Pantawan area, And as far as I can remember in my biology classes, large turtles ready to lay their eggs always go back to the area where they are born. They always return to their birthing area. So that's why I was curious and was asking some Tinago folks, when this was still pure sand, have you noticed turtles here laying eggs, and even small turtles? And some of them said they had seen it. No? So what Pantawan 2 project did was really to bury that site, no? Deprive the turtles of their nesting site. The filing of the ombudsman case, no, against the city mayor and several current and past councilors was actually prompted by the sort of harassment, no, on the people of Tinago, because someone from the city planning and development office almost daily went there, and then we're telling the people that you have to already start packing up your things because the government will be using this squatter area to build the bleachers for the Olympic-sized swimming pool. For me, it's already the sort of the thing that breaks our parang patience, no, in dealing with environmental issues, because we're thinking that if it was only purely environmental issues, there we might not be filing the case, no. But if you look at how the entire project was being packaged, no, the narrative is we are building the shoreline protection. They're calling it shoreline protection when in reality PRA already said that's reclamation. But let's use their term, no? So we're building the shoreline protection to protect the people of Tinago from waves. So parang yung nagiging capital yung taga Tinago. Then here comes when dryland is already there, then the people of Tinago are being shooed away. And so for us, it's a sort of a height of a social injustice, no? Especially that there was no relocation place that was being prepared for them. In fact, even if there is a relocation area, they could not be given priority because that relocation area developed for the victims of floods in the past, and including of several fires in the slum areas. Actually, we started with concern for the environmental, but especially during the Note 174 issue, we also noticed that these environmental problems that we are encountering is a result of bad governance. This is now something that we would like also to ask help from you, because it seems that people really don't know what is good governance. What is governance, no? Because governance is good, especially good governance. It is not something, it's not like seeing a lot of developments, no? Tall buildings, nice roads, no? Actually, it may be a result of good governance, but at the same time, it could also be a result of bad governance. So, why are we saying that these projects are now a result of bad governance? No? Because if you look at the attributes of good governance, it says that it is participative, especially for those who are directly affected. The government should be hearing their voice, no? Listening to their whatever comes to their mind, no? It should also be transparent, no? The government should post the proper tarps there, no? It should follow the rules of law, which includes getting permits prior to implementing the project, no? And it should be responsive, and it should be effective, no? It should be an efficient use of resources, because the narrative here is that these projects are protecting the shoreline of Dumaguete. But the question now is it an efficient use of our resources? You have an existing resources there of seagrass meadows around 3 hectares, and you are just dumping soil on it. And in the process of dumping soil, you are also destroying another habitat wherein you get the soil and the stones and the boulders that you are putting in there. So when, on the other hand, what you can really do is just to build probably a better seawall, which will cost less, and it can run even long distances along the shoreline. And if you also take a look at it from the point of view of congestion in the city, actually what that area, the Pantawan, is doing is adding to the congestion problem of the city, and at the same time the waste management problem of the city, no? So as far as we are concerned, actually it did not pass through the good governance sort of attributes, no? Because people were not consulted, the government did not listen to experts. Even the national scientist, Dr. Alcala, is opposed against it, no?
Wala man, pagkalit naman lang nga manay gamito nilang area. May ito ka public hearing kaya ka na, ibalota ka, ibalin. Yan pa sa pag public hearing, di ibig mo yun.
Well, it's only logical that the fisher folks will be the most resistant in that particular change, you know, because most of them are already too old to learn a new job, no? It would be very hard for them to acquire new skills, no, and to be trusted with that masonry, probably carpentry. But if your life has been spent, a big portion of your life has been spent on fishing, and it's a skill that not all of us knows how, no? Do every one of us know how to fish, no? And different kinds of fish you need to have different techniques, fishing techniques, no? And it's only them, the fisher folks, are doing that one. Besides, their sort of livelihood, no, space is in the sea, and so that's why they should be living near the shoreline, no? Their boats, they cannot bring it home to the mountains, and then when they decide to fish, they bring it back and then set out to the sea, and after that they're going to bring it back. That's very hard for them to do that one, and that's not economical, that's not practical.
Ang ako nga dili ni balinon diri, steady ra diri. Mara akong hangyo nila. Ilang pagapuhan, diri among panginabuhi nara mas dagat. Mara ko hangyo nga dili ra balin nila. Ang katurang ganahan mo balin nila. Kaya diri mo gatubo. Ya ko mga bata alam mo balhi walay service wagon sa taon.
We have mga 60 mga fisher folks, no? Almost 100, including mga official. So nihangyo kung ani nga suportaran niya sa mga fisher folks, panilanon sa fisher folks nga dili gyud mi niya hikawan, nga tagaan gyud mi niya og pagtagad ang fisher folks sa Tinago. Even though dili lang sa Tinago, no? In the whole coastal area, nga magpatabang jud mi nga unsay angay buhaton para kaiwan sa ato mga fisher folks.
Akin kay nabutang na bugon ni siya. Wala may mahimo ani. Pangamo ra ani nga dili ra may mabalin na diri bahalag magkalison mig sa mong salakyan na mong pandagat sa dili ra may mabalin. Mura magyangyo na mo kay iya ra bang kuan niya dili ko may papawaon diya pero gisampulan nagpila ka balay to kon duwa o upat o gisampulan na magud diya o gisampulan mo pagkuan giibot may gani kay si kapitan nakamalis kapitan gipaundangan kapitan.
I do hope that the people of Dumaguete will resist, no? Will resist reclamations in the guise of shoreline protection. Ako personally, road widening, basta not too much lang, let's go for it. But let's also include within the design the docking spaces for the fisher fox, because right now it's one of the issues, no? Very inconvenient docking spaces. You ask the fisher fox of Bantayan, you ask the fisher fox of Piapi, you ask the fisher fox of Loo. This is their clamor, no? And especially for those in Tinago, no? So when we develop this one, let's try to develop the coastal area with nature rather than against nature, no? And there are other ways of protecting our shoreline, no, from erosion, from the very big waves. And actually, the owner of Labas, no, she was one of the speakers during a special session sa City Council. And she said, based on her experience, no, because she also had an area in Tanhay that is near the beach, no, and which is also being subject to erosion issues, no. And she said, actually, the less costly thing to do to protect the shoreline of Dumaguete is just to add truckloads of sand. Make the shoreline shallower, and it will take care of lessening the impact of the waves. So we don't need 200 million like that ongoing project in Look to Piapi. That's 200 million, and just for a short distance. Development is okay, but let's also try really to have a feasibility, which also the business sector, you know, the NOCSI is pushing. Whether we have big or small projects, let us foresee the feasibility study, rather than having projects that are born out of the imagination of several leaders that sometimes contradicts also with science, no? So when the government implements project and appealing to the incoming set of political leaders, no, to really not only involve those who are directly affected, but also the academe. We are in a university city, and it's a big shame that we are not utilizing this capital or resource that we have, no? We are not asking, we're not talking with the experts, no? Let all the projects be more participative, no? More participative, more transparent. In that way, we can implement, no, a project that is not only responsive to the needs of the people, but also efficient. It's an efficient use of government resources.
The fight for Tinago is far from over. While the excavators have come and gone, what remains is a community still clinging to its roots, its sea, and its voice. For some, this is about homes. For others, it's about livelihood. But for all, it's about dignity.
Development does not mean displacement. Progress should not silence the people. And if there's anything this story tells us, it's that disquiet must not fade, not until justice reaches the shore.